Hi everybody, this is Angie, also known as The Light. Welcome to my channel. Please stop what you're doing and like this video, like this video, like this video. Subscribe to my channel. You will not regret it. If you'd like to make a donation to my channel, my PayPal and Cash App information will be in the comment section. So when you make a donation to me, I will email you. So make sure you leave your email address, however way you're sending a donation. I email you. You can give me a topic if you want to on spiritualism, narcissism, and I will do a video response for you, being that you sent a donation to my Cash App or PayPal. Now, I also do conversation sessions where you can talk to me about your situations based on narcissism or spiritualism. So it's $15 for 30 minutes, $30 for an hour. So, with that being said, also, yes, I see the trolls. I see the little demons and the narcissists that come in my comment section, on the community section on my post, and on these videos. So if y'all ever see me cursing somebody out, it's because they deserved it. I am not a pushover. I am not as sweet as pie all the time. If I see a troll, if I see a demon on my channel leaving reckless comments, I am going to curse them out sometimes. I don't care who judges my character. I know who I am. So people have to understand that YouTubers, we don't owe anyone anything. It was our decision to come on here to share our stories, to help others, whatever it may be. There's some people who are just content creators and they get paid for it. I do not get paid to come on YouTube. I get donations once in a blue moon, so I'm be getting like these crazy requests talking about don't record my videos in this portrait style. This is the way that's comfortable for me. I don't get a lot of complaints about it, but until I get enough donations to buy a new laptop, it will continue to be recordings on my cell phone in this portrait style because this is the way I like to record. I am thankful for my viewers. I'm happy that I'm able to help individuals, but you cannot make requests. If you're not making a donation to me, do not make any type of request to me about anything. I watch my own videos, whether, I can watch it for someone else's laptop or from my phone, and it's perfectly fine. Okay, anyway, getting into the subject today, because I don't have that much time on my cell phone. I have to clear out things out of my phone just to record for you guys. Excuse me. Okay. The subject today is based on narcissists they never want to see you around positive individuals, pretty much. If you have a narcissistic family member or friend and they say they like somebody, most likely that person isn't good for you, okay? They're going to do the opposite. So say if you are around a positive individual or someone who can influence you to get away from that particular narcissist, they're going to start talking shit about that person. They're going to start making up lies or creating a scenario so that you can stop talking to that positive individual, because that is their tactic. They have to get you away from your family, your friends, positive individuals. Because when you hang around, like they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. When you hang around positive individuals or people who's going to keep it real with you, once they start seeing how the narcissist is manipulating you or how you're being treated at home or anything that you're going through with these particular narcissists, a true friend, a positive person is going to say to you, look, something's not right here. I don't think you should be living there. I don't think you should be dating that person. I don't think you should be around that friend. And the narcissist can't have that. So if a narcissist, whether it's a friend, a lover, or a relative, they meet somebody that you're hanging around, or you start dating someone and they see that, oh shit, this person is intelligent, this person's probably going to pick up on the abuse, this person's going to try to come in and take my supply, the supply meaning you are the supply. Oh, they're going to sabotage it. Trust indeed. They are going to do anything and everything to sabotage your friendship or your relationship with individuals or a particular individual. This has happened to me multiple times. Anytime I had a narcissist in my life, whether it was a family member or a lover or a friend, and they said that they liked someone, that person was negative too. They want you to be around negative people. They're going to encourage you to be, if they see someone treating you like shit, they're going to encourage you to be around that individual. I have seen narcissistic parents. I'm not going to say names on camera who it could be, but I know this girl who she married a narcissist, and he was cheating on her. He was sleeping with her friends. He pulled guns on her. He beat her. He did all these things, and her narcissistic mother convinced her, oh, it's the Christian thing to do. You need to stay with your husband. What? But this is what narcissists will do. And for years, they even after he will beat her ass, the next thing you know, he's sitting in her parents' house eating dinner, breaking bread with her parents. Excuse you? What? Nah, And I've seen this. This is what they'll do. They'll encourage you to stay in bad relationships. You know why? The narcissists don't want you to ever be better than them. The narcissists don't want you in happy marriages, in happy friendships. Why? Because they're always gonna constantly live in misery. They don't know themselves. They don't love themselves. They can't love others. They're in a mental and spiritual entrapment. So why the hell would they influence you to be with a good person? Then if you end up with a good, husband or wife or friendship or whatever, you're being happy, but they're over there faking. They're over there in their miserable life, but yet you're gonna exceed them. You're gonna go above them. You're not gonna need them anymore. You're gonna move on with your life, and they're still gonna be stuck. This is why they do this. My narcissistic grandmother, all the things that she did. I told you before, when I was living with her, she didn't want me to have company, so I wouldn't even have company. Even when I was doing hair, I had to travel. I wasn't working in a salon, so I had to travel to people's homes to do hair. They couldn't come to my house to get their hair done, which would have been more convenient because I had to spend money to travel to other people. And it was days where I didn't even have bus fare or train fare to get there, But anyway, she didn't want anyone in the home. She didn't want me to have company. But when I had my narcissistic ex-best friend, oh, he was allowed to come over. She encouraged that friendship. She even said, you know what? I think y'all two should live together. She saw the torture. She saw how he was treating me just like how she was treating me. She loved him. Oh, I love him. I love him like a son. He's welcome to stay here anytime. That was the only person, the only friend that was allowed to stay in my home. She even let him sleep in the same bed with me. Narcissists love it. They see when other friends are abusing you. You gotta understand, spirits recognize each other, okay? Spirits, just like an alcoholic can see another alcoholic from across the room. A druggie can see another druggie from across the room. Dark spirits will recognize each other, okay? She saw how he was treating me, just the same way she was treating me that way. She encouraged that friendship. She welcomed him in. And anytime him and I weren't, speaking, or he did something, she'll say, oh, get over it. He cares about you. He loves you. She encouraged that horrible friendship, okay? But whenever she saw someone who can possibly take me away from the bad situation of living with her, oh, no. She would raise hell. One time, I had a friend, and she had her son. She had a son with her. So we had hung out for a little bit. So I said, you know what? I don't think my grandmother's home. Why don't you come by? But when I got home, my grandmother was home. So it was the friend with her 3-year-old child. Okay, this is a toddler. This is a baby basically. So we're in my room. We're talking, chatting, whatever. The next thing I know, we wasn't even in my room for a good 20, 30 minutes. My grandmother calls me in the living room and she's like, what is she doing here? And I'm like, what's wrong with her being here? I don't like, she's screaming so the girl can hear everything. I don't like her. She's lower. She's beneath you. I don't like her. She needs to get out. I don't like her mother. I don't like her father. I don't like this. I don't like that. Her and her child needs to leave. They need to get out of my house. The girl heard everything. Heard everything, guys. The girl was so scared. She just picked up, her baby was sleeping. She grabbed up the baby, put the coat on the baby, and called a cab and went home. I was so embarrassed, and she had no reason. This girl never did anything to me. This was actually a pretty decent person at the time I was hanging around. But whenever that narcissist feels like it's a threat, they're going to knock that off. The same thing with my narcissistic stepfather. When my mom died, I had been in like a 6-year on and off relationship with a narcissist at the time. But that narcissist, when my mom died, did not even show up to my mother's funeral. Because remember, they abandoned you through hard times. So the narcissistic stepfather, I don't even think he didn't even want to come to my mother's funeral, but he came to my mother's funeral. So I had a close male friend of mine who, you know, he's a Cancer, so he's really in tune with his emotions. So he sat next to me at my mother's funeral. He held my hand, you know, he held on to me. And the reason why he did that was because, sorry, my battery's dying. The reason why he did that during the funeral, he just wanted to comfort me. He wanted to be there. But of course, looking from the outside, you would have thought maybe this guy was my boyfriend. But all my friends knew he wasn't. He was just my friend. The narcissistic stepfather, throughout the whole funeral, even at the repast, is that your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? He was obsessed. I'm like, no, I'm out there trying to hug people, talk to people, and get through just, you know, my mother's funeral. And this narcissist is like, you can tell me, is that your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? I need to know. I need to know. I need to, over and over. I'm talking about for hours, guys, asking me at my own mom's funeral. She's not even in the ground yet. Is he your boyfriend? Angie, don't lie to me. Is he your boyfriend? I need to know. It's important that I need to know if this guy is your boyfriend. And I'm going, Dad, no, he's not my boyfriend. No, no. The reason why he kept asking that is because he needed full control of me. This is what he needed to know, okay, I got to get rid of this guy. Who is this man? There's somebody who's intruding my space of using her as my supply. I need to know who is this person. As soon as you have a relationship, it's going to be an issue. When I was with my ex-boyfriend, my ex-best friend, even though he was gay, you know, he acted like, oh, I love you so much. You need to get rid of this guy. He's no good. Everything, my boyfriend was an issue. If I said I was at my boyfriend's house, he'll keep calling my phone. This is what they do. They can't have anybody touching their supply, having any type of influence on you, okay? All these narcissistic friendships I had, anytime I had a relationship, a romantic relationship, they will try to make these individuals look like shit, okay? To convince me to leave these relationships so I can eventually end up alone, okay? This is what these narcissistic, that's a very, very sure sign when you're friends with someone and every time you get with somebody, it's a problem, it's an issue. Oh, you know what? I don't like him. There's just something about him I don't like. There's something about her I don't like. And you're doing pretty good in these relationships. Get rid of these people, okay? They're either jealous or there's some type of narcissist or something going on with them. That's not a friend, okay? That is not a friend. People who's going to encourage you to stay with abusers, people who are whooping your ass and your friends are saying, no, 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 stay with them. That's not a friend. Get away from them. And this just went on. You know, all these narcissists encouraged me to stay with bad men, to stay around these friends. Anytime they feel there's someone who's going to be a threat to them abusing you and using you and draining you of your light, of your physical light, of your spiritual light, they're going to intervene. They also, I've had 2 narcissists fighting over for my attention. That I've also had that as well. They are going to create these fake scenarios. I mean, there'll be narcissists who will try to sleep with your man or your woman just to prove that they're no good, so they can fully have you to themselves. That will also happen. They will create these scenarios to have you be left alone. They can't have you having a lot of friends. They cannot have that. They will isolate you. They cannot have you being around positive people, because the people that you are around determines your future, determines your elevation of where you're going in your future. Hopefully this helped you. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Hopefully this message will have you going, ding, oh snap, I know somebody who does do that to me. You know, stay narc free. I will continue to make more videos. Peace and blessings. Talk to you soon. Bye.